And in Her Excellency's absence, I just want to take this opportunity to, again, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for wanting to, not only wanting to be a part of the vision of ADDI, but understanding that ADDI was designed to be the bridge between Africans and Africans in the Africa and Africans in the diaspora. Over the past year, we worked tirelessly to ensure that we are engaging our community to understand Africa, to introduce them to Africa in a way that they may not have been introduced to it before. I know as for myself, growing up as a child, Africa, it always had a negative connotation, right? Even on the playground, things like that, was always negative. You would see the late night commercials and, you know, the African children and being surrounded by flies and just a negative connotation overall. So one of the things that we want to do with ADDI is to ensure that folks get a better understanding of Africa and really understand the value that Africa has, the resources that Africa has, and understanding that we as the diaspora have the know-how and what it's going to take to build the Africa that we want. So over the past year, a lot of you that are in this room that I've had the opportunity to meet face-to-face in person, we have been sharing a screen over Zoom and talking about the various topics that we are looking to master as a part of ADDI. Understanding that ADDI is a nonprofit organization, and we have a nonprofit side of our house, which supports projects like our Women's Empowerment Project that we had the dinner for yesterday, that is going to include the $100,000 microloans for women that is going to be hosted by our Queen Mothers, our Paramount Queen Mothers. Also in our nonprofit arm is our Youth Empowerment Program. So a lot of you had the opportunity to participate in our Youth Empowerment, where we raised the $62,000 for our youth for various things like our cybersecurity program that we have in partnership with Demetrius Cybersecurity School. There are several of our non-profit programs that we have. Another is our Legacy Project, which is focused on youth in college. And one of our youth we sponsored on this trip, Jordan Jasper, we sponsored her on this trip from Fisk University from a nonprofit perspective as well. So as you can see, ADDI being a 501c3, we are focused on ensuring that women, youth, students are all going to really benefit from our coming together from around the diaspora. We also have a for-profit arm of ADDI called ADDH. And a lot of you in this room may be familiar with our gold run, where we're investing in gold, in mining, and things along those lines. We also had a booth set up in our expo area for our ADDI Bank. So maybe Damien or Sister Ray are in the building and can explain a little bit more about our ADDI Bank. But understanding that it is very important for us to be able to bank for us and by us as well. So we have to control the narrative on all fronts. So controlling that narrative means that we have multiple sectors that you can participate in. So I encourage each and every one of you to make sure that you are participating in a sector. So don't leave here without participating in a sector and understanding that we have a mining sector, right? We have a sector for architecture and engineering. We have a sector for chapter formation. We have a sector for outreach. We have a sector for trade and investment. We have a sector for higher education. Various sectors for you to participate in so that we can continue to grow. Another one of those nonprofit programs that we have is our $1 Million Campaign. So we want to ensure that we have 1 million people that can support ADDI. And again, we're very new. We're just now making it a year old, right? And so we are growing exponentially. And we're looking forward to everyone in here to continue to spread the word and talk about the experience that you had through ADDI. Because it is something, what we experienced over this past week was literally phenomenal. From the point of time when we arrived in Accra, even though we were just all first getting together and meeting each other for the first time, again, because we've only been interacting via Zoom. So a lot of us have never met each other before. And so to be together and to come together and to pull off what we did, it is absolutely amazing. So I want everybody in the room to just give your own self a round of applause, because what we did is no short of amazing. To bring about 200 people from all across the globe together to really build the Africa that we want. And we took it from soup to nuts, right? Experiencing all sorts of things, from the welcome dinner in Accra, to driving down to Cape Coast, right? To celebrating our youth, to celebrating our women, to installing queen mothers and chiefs, right? It's like, who gets to do all of that in 2 weeks' time? It's almost unheard of. So again, I just want to thank you all for being here. Know that this is just the beginning. We have so much more to do. But look to your left and look to your right and know that these are your brothers and sisters that we are going to lock arms with and continue to grow our organization and continue to uplift the communities that we visited today, like seeing the community of Maury, all of these wonderful things that we experienced. So just know that this is only the beginning. I thank you all for being here, and I'm going to just end it at that. But thank you all so much. Back to you, my good brother, Vincent Kasue. Give thanks.
Thank you very much.